there though, fam. That's the question I need to ask. Sure, definitely.
It's just like, it's just like as soon
Have you got scissors or a knife?
for
To chop it? Today.
Do you remember when you go into black, if a black girl's been living in that room
used to that though.
You get that smell and you're like, oh, a black girl's definitely been in this room.
Yeah, but that's not. I don't mind that. I don't mind
I
that.
don't know what it is though.
It smells like hair lotion.
Yeah.
What I can't say because the smell of like.
Sorry, just a small disclaimer straight away. No names.
Yeah.
So
no locations.
And not like each other's names.
Yeah, we can say each other's names, but you can't be like, yeah, my brethren, Fire. His name's Fire, and he goes there. He just licked one back the other day. Like no, or I pressed this girl. Her name was Shanine.
Alright,
like,
cool.
No,
Cool.
like in the past, I met this girl, and just no name.
Yeah.
It was a situation I was in, and never. Alright, today, because otherwise, someone might listen and then, cut this out.
So for me, like, you go into the room and it's either one is a mess. One is a mess. Two, it's the type of things that you see there, like you always see like Gucci shoes or Yeezys or whatever.
Yeah,
And then three, it's the, how can I say the
attitude?
Yes.
The walk?
Yes. Like, you can tell from the flat, like, what type of characters are in there, because when you look at the kitchen side of things, you don't really see much cooking going on, but then for me, it's like the household that naturally, I've been around all my black friends and naturally, even my own pet, like my dad and stuff, and my girlfriends and whatever, like, they come from clean homes. They all get taught how to cook.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I even got taught by my ex's mum how to cook.
Yeah.
Like, she never even taught her daughter, she taught me. Like, my mum or dad never taught me how to cook, but my dad was like, on me, like, yo, you have to make sure you clean, you wash, you cream, and this, that, and whatever. But then when I come to them, like, the room stinks, your clothes stink, it's a mess. I'm just seeing, like, you might be in money issues, but then I can see you in the latest garments, and it's like, where is it all going wrong? Like, is it when you get in this large lump sum of money and this freedom?
It's just what I hate as well. It's like, it's just the straight away of like, oh shit, I'm free. I'm gonna smoke as much weed as I can every day. Like, wake up,
you know
have
what?
a joint. Go to bed, have a joint.
That word, is so. I don't know if the word is underrated, but I think so underestimated, which is free, like you've said.
Yeah.
Because with your freedom, you can do so many things. But like you're saying, I want to go and smoke weed and this and that and that. Which is your life that sheltered?
Yeah.
I was talking to someone recently, and they were saying to me about do I drink? And I was like, no, I don't really drink. And the reason why I don't drink, because from I was small, I have grown up in a house where there was cigarettes and alcohol. So I used to drink alcohol as a kid.
Yeah.
As long as I've known myself, as a kid, I used to drink alcohol. Not like, once every Christmas I have a sherry.
No.
That's standard, I'm having a sherry. Yeah. But I mean, every certain period, if my nan's having a little get-together, which is on a regular basis, not like once a month, and it's not scheduled.
There's rum,
someone could come to the house in a minute. Do you understand what I mean? And then it was normal. Which one's the white rum? Smell which one's. So my nose was, no, that's the Jamaican one. That's the strong one. Get the one from upstairs under the bed. That one. I know what was going on. Do you know what I mean? So by the time I touched 13, 14, and everyone was like, let's go. And I was like,
it's not the one.
No, I'm good, man. So maybe this is happening, what you're saying, because people are potentially protecting their kids from these things, and then now the kids are coming. And then now they're just going out a bit wild.
See, but whether I disagree with, when we're talking about race now, none of us are racist, obviously, towards anybody, but I find
I'm racist to everybody. That's what I say. I'm literally.
I find that more with the Asian community side of where we are in terms of like job roles and whatnot.
Find what?
I find that they tend to be like very sheltered at home and can't do anything.
Yeah. So
and then when they come to wherever they're coming to and they get that level of freedom, the smoking, the drinking heavily, the partying, there's girls, there's everything. But the moment something goes wrong, don't tell my dad, don't tell my mum.
Yeah, as soon as you
There's a
pull out
level
his
of
dad, mum, yeah.
there's like, I'm ashamed if I get caught.
Yeah.
But the difference is, here's the key difference. The Asians will still keep up their grades. They will still, like, no matter what, their grades have to be on point.
Yeah.
But is that out of fear?
Out of fear. Whereas the black students don't give a fuck because, like, the black mums and dads think, oh, I've got them in uni. That's it. That's my job done. Do you not reckon?
I think there's equal respect, as in especially African.
Yeah.
When like
Well, I don't want you to be a doctor, lawyer.
Yeah, I think they're more so like I won't obviously talk about particular issues, but I've been in situations where I've spoke to parents and they've understood certain things, and then the kid has gone like, "Rah, does my mum or dad know?" I was like, "Well, you never got in contact with me for like
ages,
yeah, so I had to contact someone." Oh shit! Like, yeah, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm from the Caribbean as well. I've been in that situation.
Yeah, you know it's coming.
It's sometimes not only the beating, but like it's like you said, it is that shame and disrespect. And some of them are born in that country, versus the ones the Indian ones that, well, not say Indian, but let's say Asian, quote unquote, in this country, because they're not gonna get sent anywhere. Some of them will, but the ones in England that have been born, oh yeah, I was in Ghana, I was Nigeria, or whatever, Sierra Leone, or blah blah blah, when I was 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I came to England. You're rightfully from there. Faff about now, we'll send you back.
Yeah. And you know what it's like to go back there, and now you've had a taste.
Yeah, exactly. So
and you want this life.
Yeah, you like this, innit? So you're going back. You are going back. I keep sending you back there, not for no reason. It's just to prep you. So in case I have to send you back, you're used to it.
I don't know. I suppose when I say I hate black people, it's not that I hate black people. It's that I'm just very
This
upset.
is deep what you're saying.
I know.
You're
I'm
saying
I'm very upset like that. Like, these are my people.
And this is how they're portrayed. This is the stereotype.
This is like, you are literally everything I see on TV. I'm like, this is not what it's like. This is like, we're all family. You know, we've got that culture. You know, we stick together. You know, we're always smiling. You know, we're always upbeat. We know how to dance. Like, there's always so many good things.
I know how to dance.
Yeah.
You added that in. On culture.
No, okay, so if we get into the thick of it, then
what are we talking about?
So if we get to the thick of it now, then we've got to look at the system that we're raised in.
Yeah.
Now, number one, that's your household with your parents, and that's number two, that's society and what's around us. Now, for me, obviously, whatever's happened back 200 years ago, whatever with slavery and whatnot, what's gone on. Like, obviously, black people never had anything, so that's why for me, when it gets to a stage now where you see like, black people want the chains and the shoes and the watch and the whatever, that's because we come from a point where we never had anything, and those were the people that we aspired, that the slave masters had it all. So when we finally get something, we want to feel good about ourselves. We want to feel like we've achieved something. It's
but I think that's more perpetuated rather than that. It's more perpetuated by like the rappers and all the black celebrities that they look up to.
That does perpetuate, but I feel like it's almost like it's where we're going wrong is the Asian man will look at the long-term success.
Yeah, they just
we look at short-term.
Money.
So we look at it like,
look at money,
we've got that big Gucci shoes. Yeah. That's a short-term success for us, but in the long run, it's not going to get us anywhere other than in the same position we are.
Yeah. I completely agree with you. It's just really upsetting. Like, you can do so much more, but like when you go to uni, you just surround yourself with the same type of people, and you act the same. So when I say like I hate black people, it's just like I hate the type of culture that they're setting. Like the young ones, not the older ones. Yeah. It's the young ones, like now coming up. They are just they're just following like everything they see, like Big Nasty and stuff. Like they see all these, like Nicki Minaj, like with her ass implants, and they're all trying to squat, or like some of them are wearing corsets to make their waists smaller.
Yeah, like this is what they're aspiring to be.
Long nails. Kids. They come in with attitude, like when they're trying to speak to you, but when they're with their parents.
But isn't that just a generation culture?
This is what it is. Maybe I should say.
But the generation.
Should I say culture of the generation?
I don't like
that's set by those people.
Yeah, like I don't like saying it's young people versus older people. Like it's not, but it's just like when you see them, you're like, you've made it to uni, make a change. Like I said to you earlier, the issue is that when you see fights between black people, like on YouTube in halls, you get like, you go like, well, see, like all these white people living in halls will walk past this fight. See a group of 15 black girls getting their weaves pulled around, and go, oh, this is what black people are.
Yeah. But the thing is,
and these guys, remember, these white kids, they're coming from villages.
This is why I'm
never
saying.
been tainted. They've seen just white people their whole lives.
No. Pull up. This is why I'm saying the things that I'm saying. I'm saying, what are we talking about? The reason why I'm saying that is because I'm trying to establish what we're pointing at. Because there are certain people of Caucasian background who have come from certain backgrounds, and I've seen white out.
Oh yeah.
But I think it's become normal and acceptable to do that. Many times I keep hearing from adults who are talking to me about their children going into uni. I want them to have that uni experience.
Yeah.
They're not talking about qualifications.
No.
They're talking about drugs,
partying,
getting drunk and getting wrecked and blah, 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 and hopefully coming out with ABC. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's become a norm. I just personally think, and I could be wrong, I personally think that sometimes when something happens with black people, it gets heightened more. Like about a year ago, I think it was, don't quote me on the uni, but I think it was either Leicester or Nottingham, and there was a group of lads who were racially abusing this girl in one of the dorms. And then
so quickly, was it a group of white,
sorry, excuse me,
we're
racially abusing a black girl, and then she said, she goes straight to Twitter and records it, I think live, and blah blah blah, and then people basically around the world immediately started to contact the uni like, yo,
what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing about this? 1, 2. The other situation was, you didn't see that bit, but you just saw about 6, 7 black boys calling about 12 white boys and be like, say what you said again. Like,
I'll beat you,
yeah, say what you said again. Say all that stuff that you were saying the other day when you were outside. Just say it here on the camera. And he goes, no, I was joking. And I was thinking, if they should have been a bit more smart and a bit more savvy about the way that they tried to drag that information out of them, because they've obviously said something bad in a rude way, like probably said, oh, you're effing this and that, blah, blah, blah. But don't do that, because now whoever's watching it is thinking, you are the antagonizer.
Exactly,
do you understand what I'm saying?
My
But
point,
so just so I've got you understand what I mean. So when things like these things that we saw earlier on, did you see it?
Mate, it was bad.
I'm gonna get it. We'll show it to you. But when things like that happen, I think I think society automatically just goes, black kids.
But this is
blah,
what
blah.
I don't want. I know what you
and I'm
mean.
not going to talk about this for long, because I said I'm going to talk about this for a long time. But I think there is a privilege with white people and with black people when black people have an issue and with white people have an issue. Because when we talk about, for example, that white guy Alex that went on Glastonbury stage and did what he needed to do, went on GMTV, and Piers Morgan was like, I'm down with the kids. Another black boy went on some months afterwards. What happened?
Nothing.
No one knows probably even that happened. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I think there's a culture shift. It's wrong. I'm not here saying that they're right. They're wrong from beginning to end. But I just think
this is what I mean. We don't have the privilege yet to act like that.
Yeah.
We don't.
Yeah.
Like, people see us in a negative light anyways. So let's not give them any more reason. Like, why should we act like animals and give them proof? Do you know what I mean? I know, like, I wish in a just world, if we were even, by all means, everyone but we're not at the moment. But we're getting there, but we're not.
I would agree. I can agree and I disagree with you on that, because in terms of animals, who defines our actions as animals? Because at the end of the day, what you got to realize is you can't. For us to get privilege, what are people saying? We need to strip ourselves of what gives us our identity of who we are. Does that mean not dancing a certain way in a club, not acting a certain way when we're out, not do?
I just mean like the inherently bad stuff, like getting in fights, swearing at each other, squaring up to each other, like just stuff like that. Because
in public, like, there's a lack of like for example, for me, it's rare that I see. Only since I moved to Birmingham, it's rare that I see Indians like beef each other on social. Probably does happen, but it's rare. More, I'll go into a chip shop and hear brother. Do you understand what I'm saying? And white guys are just white guys. Yeah. They will not have no issue, and then they'll go out, drink, and get drunk, and have the odd fight. And they call it banter. They'll come in. Whereas black people,
full on.
Yeah, full on. No, that's it. Guts for garters. Like, no longer my G.
I'm
bang.
calling him and he's coming down.
That's it.
When I was dealing with that person, like, I was like, look, just stay here, wait here, just wait here. Like, your friend's gonna come and get you. Wait here. Refuse to wait here. Started getting angry at me, kissing his teeth at me, going, bruv, I'm gonna smack you. Like, threatening me. I was like, all I told you is to wait and calm down. This was in...
Yeah.
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 And they were just, I told them to sit down. Like, well, your friend has to come and get you. You can't just go walk off.
Okay, yes.
Acting like a big man, threatening me. I mean, like, because I think he thought, like, I was some white guy. Because my skin's lighter.
Yeah. And,
like, and the way I talk. So he thought, like, I'm going to scare this guy. Use my deep voice, my attitude to get me somewhere. And I was like, I'm not afraid. I've lived in Sudan, mate. Like, I've been around people my whole life. I've been around black people my whole life. My mom's black. My dad's black. Like, you can't scare me just because I seem a bit white. Like, and I talk in a different way. I don't use bruv and stuff like that. I don't. But
that comes from upbringing, like my dad. Like, for example, when I went to school, I used to get in trouble all the time for fighting or for whatever madness. So I must have been doing something wrong, selling something that I shouldn't have been doing, whatever. And then some guy snitched on me basically to the teacher. So I'm like, yo, you know,
stitches get stitches.
You know, I'm gonna batter you now, and it like I have to batter you now, like
mathematical consequence.
Like I have to, like my man them know what's happening now. If I don't do anything, now I'm on the chocolate. This is like power or something like that. Like you know what I mean?
This is what I mean. Yeah.
So basically, I've done what I had to do. He's gonna get it. Boom, got him. Boom, boom, boom. Teachers pulled me in the office. What's happened? You know, my man hit me where I'm not gonna say that I've done anything. I'm not gonna implicate myself in this.
Yeah.
So I've said, he's hit me, you know. So I hit him back. But we don't do that here. But my dad told me to do that.
Yeah, my dad did.
That's
as well.
That's the way I've been raised.
My dad did as well.
My dad has always told me, if someone hits you, you hit them back twice as hard.
Yeah, my dad.
Now I can almost guarantee you that my dad believes that strongly. I will see Mr. Whoever. Phone my dad. She's asked my dad. My dad said on speakerphone, yes, I've taught my son to do that.
Yeah. But this wasn't the truth though, was it?
What was the truth?
The truth was that you went for the individual instead.
So it was me that created that, situation.
There's an innate aggression going on between guys.
Exactly, but in that situation, my dad still confirmed that was the case.
Yeah.
But I can almost guarantee you, a white person would not say that.
Here, this is
to their child.
This is the bit. Right.
Well, hold on, wait. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Again, I think it's part of culture, because the white boys I grew up with, I have no doubt they learned the exact same thing.
No, you need to understand.
But would their parents say that?
Hang on. I'm about to drop some education shit.
Okay. Go on.
I've read this article, right? And it's because there's a difference here, right? The power structure has changed within cultures, okay?
Yeah.
The difference is black people have not adopted it. They're still in their like tribal stages. So the white people have decided that their power structure comes from what they own and who they have around them. So family, money, they have how many houses. That's how they prove to each other that they're better.
Stuff, yeah.
Black people, however, still to this day is like, look at me, I'm the leader of the group. If I don't do this to this guy, beat him up, then it's all about
respect and pride.
Respect and pride and physical prowess. Whereas their respect and pride comes from money. Okay, this is why they're a lot more peaceful. Like it's a lot more like to do with, look at my beautiful wife. Look at the house that I've bought. Look how many vacations I've been on.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
There's like major possessions. Conquests.
They've got the exact same thing, but they've moved on from the whole. They used to have aggression, like back in like fighting wars and building castles, and that was all that kind of shit.
Still do, but
they've moved on. Whereas we are still in that point because, like you said, we've suffered from slavery, so we didn't have the thing. The only thing we had was like our pride and our respect. But we need to throw our pride away and start acting a bit more grown up.
You know, these conversations about black people's behaviour, I just see it as, you know, for example, if we was talking about mental health. Yeah. Or talking about...
They don't accept mental health,
yeah, but talking about, I don't know, something else. Like, I don't know, freaking making a pizza. I feel like there's an end to that conversation. I feel like there's an end to talking about mental health. But this topic, I don't feel like there's no end. And when I say that, I mean... There's no end. There is no end.
I think.
There's no solution.
Yeah, there is one.
What's the solution?
Right. First of all, we need to stop being apologists. As in, like, we need to stop, as a black community, stop saying, well, this is because of how we were oppressed, or how, when someone comments on it, instead of saying, well, you're a racist. Do you know what I mean? We just need to how, like, actually identify
Back up, they get shut down.